Hey there. Welcome to your daily dose of elephant wisdom for Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. Well, we had a nice overnight morning session here. Some tensions eased on the old Ukraine-Russian front, evidently, and markets are responding in kind. Legacy markets as well. Dow's up 450 points, I saw. Bitcoin's up about 1,700 here on the day. As you can see, the chart we've been using here recently, we were hoping these two levels would hold our diagonal resistance here, support, and thus far it has. We've climbed over and blued out on one of our three indicators of the elephant trinity, and now we're up approaching some pretty important levels here. This 45, 6-ish level has been pretty important. So it's shown some importance all the way through here recently. So that'll be the nut to crack. Also, we're going to have our indicators come down. And as I mentioned yesterday, we're starting to see a lot of convergence where indicators, moving averages, the price, they're all kind of converging together into this sort of a point, and then it's going to be probably fairly explosive in either direction. We're all hoping up. All indications point to up as long as the economy holds up, but we shall see. But as I mentioned, probably multiple times, until we're over our white baseline here, we're never really comfortable. So unless we're shorting something, we never really want to be in something below the white, unless it's just in our holding portfolio. Like I'm just never going to touch this. I'm just going to DCA into it, which is probably the smartest way to do it. And then you're not too worried about any of this, but it looks pretty good. Nice move up. We'll see. What's scary though is, as fast as the markets went up on the good news of the tensions easing, they can go back down just as quickly, if not quicker, if there's some news today, tomorrow, anytime that their tensions are increasing. So that's kind of what scares me in the whole macro picture, is how easy one headline manipulated this price, almost $2,000. So, but that's the market we are in. Here's our total market cap. Same idea. We kind of held very nicely above our support. We've gotten over our lower indicator. Again, we need these to flip. Ideally, eventually, the white will be on the bottom. And let's take a look at the sandbox, just because that is a good example of that. We see the white bottom, the green, and then the blue. And you can see the blue is our shorter term. We're actually still in the red right now. I haven't looked at this a little bit. We are green down the middle. So that looks good. If that holds as it has, again, this is an excellent opportunity to buy. Again, we have support here right around our baseline. But these are decent opportunities. But again, just know you have to be flexible. So I say these are decent opportunities, and they are. Just like Polygon or Matic. I got in up here about $1.90, which I'm still holding. But, that was a good opportunity. It was on top of both indicators, above our baseline, kind of looking to push. But, of course, it did not do that. So it doesn't always work out. But you just have to be flexible or patient, and things will generally come back to you. So we'll zip around here a little bit. Dominance, we can see that down. And just for any of those guys kind of newer to the market, when we see total market cap up, almost 5%, but BTC dominance down, that means money's flowing into the market. But they're flowing into alts, right? They're flowing into Ethereum or Polygon or chain link, anything, ADA. ADA's having a pretty good day today. So when we see the dominance down, but the money up, total market cap, that just means it's coming into the market, right? But it's just not going into Bitcoin. But as we know, that happens very quickly. Let's take a quick look at ADA. It bounced off the $2 kind of floor it's established pretty nicely up to, it was $1.11 earlier I saw, about $1.10. So that looks good. Good old Telcoin. Again, an elephant favorite. Another nice move, but we are still in this channel with a lot of convergence happening here in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see where that takes us. And again, hopefully that will be up along with everything else. Shiba, I want to take a look at this because this is pretty interesting. We saw a nice kiss on the indicator here. And ideally, these are going to be flipped eventually because this blue one here, that is our shorter term indicator. And eventually that will be up on top of the green, which is our medium term. But this is a nice setup. Again, it's shown some strength. It's shown some support. And again, you kind of think about what kind of trader you are. I sort of trade to make money. I trade off charts. So some people are like, oh, I'm not going to buy Shiba. That's just a dog meme coin. And, obviously Shiba at this point is not. They've actually are growing out their ecosystem here in a kind of startling rate. So I'm just sort of long-term holding that and seeing what happens. It's just one of those things that can go up so fast, so quick. So it's good to have some skin in the game right there. But this setup is nice. So I would say this would be a great time to get in, to get some exposure here. Again, you might want to wait. It could come back to retest our baseline. But again, if the whole macro market pops, then, that's going to pop with it. So, it's kind of, again, your risk reward. Is it worth waiting for just a little bear position here to miss a move up? And again, there's no one way to do it. So some people will go all in on their positions. I tend to sort of ladder in, ladder out, meaning if I had 100 of whatever here, maybe I put 40 in right now, and then I wait. If it goes down, I put another 20 or 30 in. If it goes down, I have a little bit more. If it goes up, and I feel it's going to go up, I might just sort of buy in a little bit more here. And my philosophy is, I lost a couple of percent, not a ton in the big picture. But if it goes down, I would have had a chance to accumulate a little bit more. If I go up, I'm just forced to buy in, or just wait and see if it comes down and just stick with my 40% that I put in there, and put that money into another setup that looks similar. So we're going to see a lot of setups here in the next, hopefully a couple of weeks that will kind of look more like this. We'll hopefully be flipping some indicators. But again, a lot of things look like Bitcoin right now at the moment, which means our indicators are below the white baseline. And while it's encouraging, we're certainly not celebrating anything at this point until we get these indicators a little bit more flipped. Which would probably result in a move from Bitcoin into the 50s. Okay, well, that'll do it. Thanks, as always, for listening and liking and subscribing. And feel free to contact us either Twitter or replying here. If you have any specific things that you'd like us to look at, we'd be happy to take a look. This is Mark signing out. You guys have a great day.